All right, baby, we back. Health is wealth. How can you get to that wealth if you don't take care of your health? Back at it with another word of wisdom. Today, the word of the day is efficiency. We will be talking about efficiency, being efficient, getting things done in the right way, the fastest way, right? I'm not just trying to speed through it and half-ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're trying to speed through it. You want to today is maximizing your efficiency. You know what I'm saying? So efficiency in the context like of a person refers to the ability to accomplish tasks, achieve goals, or use resources in a way that maximize effectiveness and minimize waste. Right? I'm gonna read that one more time. Efficiency is the ability to accomplish tasks, achieve goals, or use resources in a way that maximizes effectiveness and minimizes waste. An efficient person is characterized by the capability to organize time, energy, and efforts to produce optimal results. Efficiency involves making wise choices, prioritizing tasks, and using available resources to achieve desired outcomes. So there's different categories when it comes to talking about efficiency, right? So number 1 is optimal resource utilization. Number 2 is time management. Number 3 is effective planning. Number 4 is prioritization. Number 5 is consistency and performance. Consistency sounds like a word that we like to talk about right there, right? Adaptability, again, adaptability, baby. Streamlining processes, effective communication, continuous improvement, goal achievement, and the list goes on. Like always, right? There's always better ways to break down words into better categories so that people can understand them and it's more relatable, right? Because that's what I like to deal with, relatability. You know what I'm saying? So at number 1, optimal resource utilization. So efficiency entails using available resources such as time, energy, skills, materials, etc. in the most effective and economical way possible, right? An efficient person avoids unnecessary waste and strives to make the best use of what is available. Meaning they're probably gonna use less negative connotations like I can, I will, and I don't, you know, things like that. They're more like I do, I will, I can, you know, like that. More positive context words, you know what I'm saying? So to be able to maximize your time, because time is something that you cannot get back, and to minimize your energy so you're not putting too much energy into something that can prove wasteful or useless, right? It's probably good to sharpen your skills and be aware of all the materials that you have at hand to be able to be the most effective and in an economical manner, right? So an efficient person avoids unnecessary waste and strives to make the best use out of what is available. Meaning, you don't always have everything you need available to be able to be as efficient as possible, but you got to be able to be as efficient as possible with whatever you have available. You see what I'm saying? So you know, like for instance, and a lot of parents did this with struggle meals. You know what I'm saying? You know, the kids is hungry. I mean, we don't got $100 in the bank to go get the fucking groceries we want to do. So we got to go ahead and make a struggle food. But the struggle food got to be slap. You know what I'm saying? So whenever kids are kids, they don't understand that it's a struggle meal. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got to be resourceful, right? You gotta be aware of all your resources, because unless you're aware of all your resources, you won't know how to utilize those resources to the best of their abilities or capabilities, right? So that you're able to maximize your efficiency. You see what I'm saying? So tune into all your resources that you have at hand, right, around you, to be able to help you accomplish your goal in a more efficient manner, right? And your resources can come in different forms, shapes, and sizes, bro. So like, understand what resources are. Another word for resources are tools. Tools are another word for resources because tools assist you in basically accomplishing your goals or tasks that you have at hand, right? And number 2, right, we got time management, right? Time management. Time efficiently is a key component. An efficient person is adept at managing time wisely, setting priorities, and allocating sufficient time to tasks based on their importance and urgency. Meaning, not all tasks have the same importance, not all tasks have the same urgency. You have to be able to calmly assess the situation, assess the task at hand, and be able to basically wisely delegate these tasks to the people necessary, or if it's just you, understand what's a must get done, what's a want that you want to get done, and what's a need, what you need to get done. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to line those up in the right order to understand which tasks need the most time and which tasks probably don't need the most time, so you can have the best type of basically the best efficiency, and you use your time to the best efficiency possible. You know what I'm saying? Because time is something we don't get back. Time is something that if you waste time, bro, it's gone forever. You can't make it back. You really cannot make time back. Like that's something, that's it. That's it. So you really gotta, you know, try to chime in into how best you should manage your time to be as efficient as possible, because that time becomes the key component to everything, because everything is always on a time schedule. Don't matter, everything's always on a time schedule, right? So we have number 3, right? Number 3, effective planning. See, and I'm glad we did resources first, time management second, and number 3 we have effective planning, because unless you are aware of your resources and the utilization of all your resources at hand, and unless you're aware of the time that you have to manage said tasks, you will not be able to effectively plan for everything in between to complete these tasks on time. You know what I'm saying? Because the biggest thing with everybody is being on time. So like, I'll give you a prime example, right? Whenever I'm setting a goal, right? I would like to say that one of the biggest things when setting a goal is time management, because you need to know how much time you have to achieve this goal. You can't just set a goal with no time limit on it, because then it's just I mean, I would say it's not even a goal, it's a task at that time, because it's just something you got to do, but you don't really know in what order. And unless you become very precise and accurate with your organization skills, right, in your effective planning skills, you cannot efficiently plan. You cannot use your time efficiently. You cannot use your resources efficiently. You cannot do what you want to do in a reasonable, timely manner to be able to go to the next goal, go to the next task, right? And tasks and goals are very important, because whenever you complete tasks, you get a sense of achievement. Whenever you complete a goal, you get a sense of achievement, and that sense of achievement is basically the essence of life that makes you feel like continuing your path, continuing to pave your path, and view all your successes, and to see all the things you can accomplish in your lifetime, because your lifetime, that's one thing you cannot get back. See what I'm saying? So at number 3, we have effective planning. Efficiency involves effective planning and organization. This includes setting clear goals, creating action plans, and anticipating potential challenges to streamline the process of achieving objectives, right? Efficiency involves effective planning and organization. This includes setting clear goals, creating action plans, and anticipating potential challenges to streamline the process of achieving your objective, task, and goals. You see what I'm saying? So do your best to be effective when planning, because your plan is kind of like the blueprint of what you're working with, until you probably have to replan and become even more effective than you were before with that first plan, right? Because you just don't do things once, because if you only do things once, that means you did it perfectly, and there is no such thing as perfect. You see what I'm saying? So at number 4, we're on number 4, we have prioritization, right? You have to understand what is priority, what holds priority over the other, why, right? You got to ask all the questions: when, where, why. When will this hold priority? Why does this hold priority? How does this hold priority? You know what I mean? So you're able to be as effective as possible when it comes to planning. You see what I'm saying? So at number 4, we have prioritization, right? Efficient individuals are skilled at prioritizing tasks based on their significance and impact, right? If your task doesn't have a great significance, right, it 9 times out of 10 won't really have such a great impact, because if it has a high significance, it probably has a high impact on you and what's coming next after you accomplish this objective or task or goal, right? So efficient individuals are skilled at prioritizing tasks based on their significance and impact. They focus on high priority activities that align with their goals, minimizing time spent on less critical tasks. So, and I really think for this, you have to also be a really good delegator and understand what it means to delegate. So before I go deeper into prioritization, you got to understand that you cannot accomplish everything you want in your life. That's just not how it goes. That's like saying the company you work for or the brand you work for or whatever you're trying to do in life can only be done with one person. Impossible. Now they say anything's possible, right? And it may be possible for you to do it by yourself, but be able to scale to the goals and the successes that you really want to get to, you got to understand, you got to bring people in, man. You got to bring people in to be able to, that go with your plan, right? And that go with your effectiveness, right? So that you're able to delegate the tasks that basically don't really need your full undivided attention to people who can basically make that their full undivided attention so it gets done effectively. You know what I'm saying? Because how are you able to effectively get your objectives, tasks, or goals done and accomplished if you have to spend time here, there, and everywhere? You just can't do that. You got to be able to calmly divide your time and delegate your time into the right basically buckets so that you're able to accomplish your task on time, because one thing we do not get back is time. That's why one of the biggest things here is time management, because if you're telling this person, hey, I'm going to delegate this task to you and you have X amount of time to get it done because it shouldn't take you longer than this amount of time, because in the past this is how long it took me. But that's the past. I don't do this anymore. I have to move on to bigger and better things so that I'm able to move everybody else up as well with me, right? So that whenever you let these people know that you're delegating these tasks to them so you're able to put them in better places, they become the best that they could for you. You see what I'm saying? In themselves, right? So remember, you got to be able to understand what is priority, right? Focus on high priority activities that align with your goals so that you're minimizing the time spent on less critical tasks that don't really need you there, but they needed to be created by you, right? So at number 5, we have consistency in performance. Consistency. You need to be constant in every and anything you do. You need to find the consistency in your performance, right? Efficiency is not just about completing tasks quickly. What I tell you, efficiency is not just about completing tasks quickly, right? It also involves maintaining a constant level of performance over time, right? You have to understand that your consistency levels is what you're gonna help scale your business, your growth, your achievements, your goals off of. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're stagnant, you know what I'm saying, and there's a lot of volatility in that, you're probably not gonna see as much growth as you would if you were at a consistent rate. You see what I'm saying? So do your best to be as consistent as possible. Efficiency is not all about completing tasks quickly. It involves maintaining a consistent level of performance over time. An efficient person strives for reliability, sustainability, and consistency in their efforts to achieve their goals, complete their tasks, and their objectives. Okay, so at number 6, we have adaptability, and adaptability is a big thing here, because I tell everybody you have to be able to be adaptable in whatever you do, because we know that we're in the present because we're always being forced into the future, right? So if we're always being forced into the future, and the future is not the present nor the past, therefore it's always changing. Let's use a different word. Instead of changing, the present is always adapting to the future. The present is always adapting to the future. One of the biggest things as a human is being able to be adaptable. We are basically blueprints for evolving. If there is a problem, we have to evolve to be able to conquer that problem. As humans, we are not sufficed with just basically settling. Humans don't settle, bro. We don't, bro. Our mind doesn't work that way. If you achieve a goal, you're gonna build another goal higher than that last one you just achieved, because that goal was too small for you because you just achieved it. Understand this. Humans don't really truly understand that they want things to be hard. They don't want things to be easy, because whenever things become easy, the human becomes to get bored. And when the human becomes to get bored, we start fucking off, because it's not like a critical task. It's not a hard task. So whenever you're given a hard task, but then you're also given a task that you're also interested in, whenever you're interested in something and then you have difficulty, then you have commitment, and that commitment can breed consistency, and when that consistency breeds, your performance rises, and then when your performance rises, you understand that you're doing everything that you really wanted to do, and then you look back and be like, bro, this is what it was all for. I didn't even know. I was just having fun while doing it, because this is something I truly genuinely love to do. Well, your loves change, your viewpoints change, you grow, and you adapt, right? So be adaptable. Efficient individuals are adaptable. and can adjust their strategies when faced with changes or unexpected challenges. Efficient individuals are adept and can adjust their strategies when faced with challenges or unexpected changes. See what I'm saying? They are open to new information and are willing to revise, replan, and improve their outcome. Meaning, you can't always go with your first choice. You can't always go with your initial reaction. It's always best to reflect off of these things and find a way to be a better person, a bigger person, to be able to be a more adaptable person, right? If you're cool with the original outcomes, you're lazy. You know what I'm saying? You always try to build on the outcomes and try to make everything better to a certain extent. Now find your healthy medium, right? But understand that you always want to be able to grow, change. You want to be able to see the difference. You see what I'm saying? So we have number 7, and this is where we're gonna end it for today. At number 7, my favorite number, you know what I'm saying? Streamlining the process. Streamlining process, right? Efficiency often involves optimizing processes to eliminate unnecessary steps. Efficiency often involves optimizing processes, right? To eliminate unnecessary steps, reduce complexity, and enhance productivity. Streamlining workflow contributes to a more efficient outcome, and it's straight like that. The best I could do for you for that one is just reread it over there, because that one is kind of like straightforward, right? It's basically saying eliminate unnecessary steps, right? And when you eliminate unnecessary steps, you reduce the complexity, right, in the task or the goal, right? And you enhance the productivity because you're not doing unnecessary steps that will make the process more complex. So therefore, you're at your highest productivity, right? Which gives you a streamlining workflow that contributes to a more efficient outcome. And I really want to thank you guys for tuning in today for my Health is Wealth chat, you know what I'm saying? My Health is Wealth rant, you know what I'm saying? And I really want to tell you guys thank you for, following along with me on my journey, to achieve my goal, you know what I'm saying? And be able to spread the word that you can't take care of your health if you can't take care of your wealth, because if you sacrifice your health for your wealth, then you're gonna end up using your wealth to bring back your health, and then once you bring back your health, right, you're gonna understand that you're right back to where you started with with your average minimum wealth. You know what I'm saying? So, find your chronological order, be as efficient as possible, right, and keep the consistency, and don't forget to be adaptable. Thank you.